So for my first main sustain bass here, I have the wavetable icon has kick for oscillator A. If I turn oscillator B off, you can hear this is going to give us most of our gritty sustain sound that we're going for. Again, all these presets will be available in the description below for free download. And I also have it on sync mode. You can mess with the different warp modes here. Mess with the wavetable position will give you different textures, along with adjusting the phase will give you different textures as well, depending on what you're going for, and just really try to find that sweet spot. So turn oscillator B back on, and I do have distortion soft clip directly on the oscillator here, because with this off, it's just not giving it much drive. And then if I turn it back on, definitely beefs it up a lot. Then I have filter 1 cutting out the lows, and this is being routed to bus 1. If I go over here, my bus 1 has a few effects, just giving it some texture. So with it off, with it back on, just giving it some texture here. And then I have macro 2, just going to this size here on the convolve to really just have more control over these parameters here. Then I have macro 1 here going to the cutoff of the filter reverb here. And an EQ at the end that changes to cut out any of those high frequencies, a little dip there. And that will depend too on what, where your textures are sitting here above it. And then on the main, I just have distortion, soft clip, drive mostly all the way up to kind of glue everything together. So with a bit of processing and paired with a sub, you have a really beefy sustain sound here. Okay, so now let's hear the full loop. Also, if you're just getting into music production, I just dropped my online course where I share a ton of my production secrets and techniques that I just don't share anywhere else, and a ton of my personal collection of samples and presets. So if you're interested, I'll leave the link in the description below while it's still in beta, so get it while you can.